is where I live.
Well, I want to welcome you. My name is Peter Paul Mendel, and this is
Nary.
and we're here to talk to you about three things: health, happiness, and wealth. Those are three important things in people's lives,
Yeah,
right?
that's my favorite things.
Mine too. Certainly it was important for both of us. We've had some real tough times of late. Tell us a little bit about your tough time.
Well, my tough time was so tough. I was a single mom, and with this recessions, it just put me to the bottom, and I never thought that I would go to the very bottom. When I first started, I was at bottom, but I didn't know what it's like to, had it and not have it again. But Shaklee is changing my health, my wealth, and happiness, and it's just amazing how Shaklee can take my life to the next level, not just my life, but others that I brought along, and also your life as well. Because when I first met you, you weren't happy at all, and you were really ill and overweight and completely bald, and now you actually can feel your hair and lost. How many pounds did you lose?
I lost 60 pounds.
60 pounds, and you're much happier and healthier. So you can share with the audience if you would love to.
Well, you come from where, and how old were you when you came to the United States?
Well, when I came to United States, I was 14 years old. Didn't speak a word of English.
And then you graduated high school.
Yes, one semester earlier.
And then you started a business. What business did you start?
Well, my first business was real estate.
And how did you do?
I did pretty good. I was a top salesperson with Sun 321 Inland Pacific for 3-4 years. And after that, got introduced by Metropolitan. One of my friends, his name is Brian, he introduced me to Metropolitan. Was successful with Metropolitan for 7 years. And
how did you do with Metropolitan?
I was doing really good. I was number 11 outside of 35,000 agents.
That is
number
phenomenal.
1 in Southern California. And due to an serious accident, so I am afraid to drive around as I used to. And afterward, I like to be own my own business, like self-employed, so I can actually sit around more than driving around. And I find that very hard, because I'm a single mom, run the whole show. Actually, I'm a mom and I'm a dad as well. So my daughter was underage, and
it's hard.
it was so hard. I worked very hard. Sometimes I don't even know
which side's upside down.
Yeah, it was. I worked so hard that to the point that when I was passed out, when I got up, there was a bowl of rice on top of my head. It was too much, and I wish that one day my life would be changing, but I don't know how I can get out. Sometimes I would sit on my couch inside my store, crying for hours, and asking God to show me a better opportunity, and to see if is there anything out there. Especially people keep closing their business and their health is going down.
And in your case, not only was the business going down, but you also had some employee theft,
yes,
as well as customer theft. So you closed the business down.
Yes.
Then you sat and wondered what you were going to do next.
Yes,
right?
And I couldn't find anything else. And finally, I met Carlos Blanco. We used to work together from the previous company, and I was calling him up, see if he want to share anything that he was gonna tell me about. And then when he came over, he actually told us about Shaklee opportunity.
I remember that, yes.
Yeah, and
you are very excited.
Yeah, I'm so excited. And you did the research for 24 hours to see.
You gave me 24 hours. I appreciate that.
Because of that, I feel very confident to start the business and take the products, and my health is changing.
I was very impressed with the company. I found that the company had the same philosophy that I do, that if you focus and take care of your employees, they'll take care of your customers, and the company will be successful. The customers will get top-notch customer service. When I checked the company, I didn't find anything wrong with it. It had not had any regulatory problems, had no lawsuits.
SEC or
none of the alphabet government agencies had any problems with the company. The company likes to go into countries through the front door. The company has been around for what, 56 years?
And it's just starting up.
And it's only in 8 countries.
Yes.
Just recently Indonesia, which is of course the country I was born in, which is close to Cambodia. Yeah, I was just really impressed. But then you started on the products, and what happened? Because you had some health problems.
Yeah, I got intestine problem. I had inflammation in my intestine, and I went to the doctor. Doctor couldn't help me for 15 months. They gave me the antibiotic. Didn't do anything for me. It got worse and worse. So finally, when I found out that Shaklee has prebiotic, probiotic, so I actually took that for 11 days, less than 2 weeks.
I didn't think it was going to do much.
Yeah, I know. You was like, okay.
I'm skeptical.
Yeah, try the product, see how it goes. We have nothing to lose. So
well, you don't have anything to lose with the Shaklee because it's 100% money guaranteed.
But I lose weight, and it's good for me. And you lost weight and gained financially and mentally, so that's really good. I lost 20 pounds after using the supplements, and it was amazing that when people used to know me for years and they couldn't recognize me, or they, give me all kinds of good compliments that, wow, what are you doing? Why are you looking so young?
Why don't you stand up and show?
Right now?
Yeah, I'm sure they'd love to see.
Okay. How do I look?
I think you look great.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've done really well with this company. You've qualified for some bonuses.
Yes, I'm very excited. Car bonuses and trips. 4 trips we have gone. 1 trip already. We still have 3 more to go. And the international trip will be Kenya. And next month I'm going to Las Vegas to get my $25,000 bonuses that I'm qualified for.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Exciting.
I mean, I can get more shoes and clothes.
You can definitely get some more shoes, yes.
And I'm excited about going to Myron Rivera. I qualified for 4 tickets, 2 suite hotels, and everything paid by Shaklee, the limousine, transportation, right? And also the food, breakfast, the lunching, everything. It just
and all the tips.
Yeah, all the tip pick up by Shaklee. So
that's really nice.
Yes,
isn't it?
I'm looking forward to all the trips and the vacations, and willing to work harder and help other people to do the same.
Well, that's what I was so impressed with you about, is that you like to help other people, and obviously you like to talk.
Of course,
it's
that's
great
how
fun.
it got me up there.
And when you talk to people and they start using the products, what did you find out?
Well, every time I introduce the products to different people, I see they look different every week, and they see me look different every week. So we'll like each other testimonial, as testimony, a living testimony. So it got me more excited, and the people are duplicating my good deed, and I duplicated Carlos Blanco good deed because he's introduced this business to me. That's why I know about this business, and I'm willing to do the same, and I introduce it to you, and you also duplicate the duplication. So that's what make my life easier and your life easier, because like you said, monkey see, monkey do.
And how many people have you brought into the business yourself personally?
Well, I actually brought only 4 people, and the 4 people brought almost 100 people now for almost a year now, or a year.
And you collect commissions on everybody's work?
Yes, everybody that bring in whatever levels, I collect each of bit of every pieces, but each generations. But I'm not focusing on just right now, but eventually I know I get less, but I will get more. And right now I think
That's an impressive thing,
Yeah.
because a lot of companies cap what you can earn
Yeah.
as you expand your business, but Shackley's, there's no limit,
Yeah,
right?
you can earn unlimited, and you can sign up as many people as you want to, as far as customer and the distributors.
We're going to be coming back in a little time. We have a guest that we want to introduce you to, Carlos Blanco, the fellow that introduced Nary to this business, and stay around for some health, wealth, and happiness more, and learning how we can do this business. Stick around. Welcome back, and we have as a special guest Carlos Blanco, which is the one we finally found after Nary lost contact with him for 3 months. Carlos, welcome.
Thank you, Peter Paul. Thank you, Nary. How
You're
you guys
welcome.
doing? You guys look wonderful.
Thank you, you too.
Thanks.
Well, I look good because of what you and Nary have done for me, and I certainly appreciate it. I'm excited about it. Tell me a little bit your story. How did you get started, and
Well, you know,
a little bit of your background too?
yeah, my formal education is accounting, and I figured out very early in my accounting career that I was counting money for other people. And so, I'm an entrepreneur, so about 24 years ago, I kind of walked away from accounting, and I started looking at different business opportunities. Over the last 12 years or so, I focused on health and wellness because I look for businesses that have explosive growth. And so I've really focused on the whole health and wellness and on prevention, because as we know, there are two different roads that you can take towards health. One is, of course, curing, which that's what our medical people do. They take care of people that are already sick. The other road is prevention. So when you can focus on prevention, hopefully you can prevent any future disease. And so I really focused on prevention. I had a situation also in our family where one of my kids, my daughter, she was going through some medical challenges. And so over time, we've had to learn a little bit more about nutrition. We've learned a little bit about how it is that we can take better care of ourselves through what we eat, through supplementation, because we really don't have all the vitamins, all the nutrients that we need, in our food anymore. And so, I've focused on nutrition. And about 16 months ago, a friend of mine called me up, and he told me that he'd partnered up with a 55-year-old company. He was helping to relaunch it, and he'd partnered up with this billionaire. And it sounded pretty intriguing to me. I wasn't looking for anything at the time, but he said to me, why don't you just sit down with me? Perhaps you may know of someone. And when I sat down with him, I found a company that had a tremendous track record, nothing ever wrong with it, an impeccable track record, and it really intrigued me. So I began to find out more about the products. I started taking some of the products. My wife, she's really into quality products, so I knew that if someone really knew if these products were all that they said they were, it would be my wife. And so she started to use them. She fell in love with them, started using it on our kids, and we loved it. So we began to share it with a few people that we knew. And before you knew it, it began to grow for us. It turned into a real business. And through that real business, we were able to walk away from other things that I'd been doing. It's kind of interesting because I shared with you, I've always been an entrepreneur. And as an entrepreneur, I've done consulting. I've done different things for different companies. And not too long ago, I had signed a do not compete agreement with a different company. And so when I had signed that agreement, those, you lawyers, I could kill you. So I had signed a do not compete. And so when I left that company for a full year, I couldn't do what my profession is. And so anyways, I found myself making about 10% of what I'm accustomed to making. So you can imagine if you have a lifestyle, if you have a family and you're accustomed to making X, let's say X is $1,000 a month, and all of a sudden you've got to make ends meet on $100 a month, you know, it's not an easy thing to do. And so at first,
it's not fun either.
it's not fun. It's not fun. It's not easy. And at first, you know, first couple of months, it's not too bad. After that, you know, you start to feel a little bit of the pressure. By my 10th month, I'd fallen behind about 3 months on the house payments, 2 months on the car payments, 2 car payments. I had enough money to either pay the gas, the electrical, or the water, but not all 3. And so I get a phone call, you know, and I knew that it had to do with some kind of business opportunity. And so I was not in a position to start any new business at that point. And I thought to myself, well, you know, I really can't do anything with it. Why even bother? But when I did take a look at it, it got my attention because I saw a way where I could capitalize myself real fast again. And that's indeed, you know, something that happened to me in about 90 days' time. I was able to net over 6 figures. So you can just imagine if you can start a business and in as little as 90 days be able to make over $100,000, that's a significant business without having to invest tens of thousands of dollars, you know. So for under $1,000. Yeah.
They've got a nice name for that too.
Yeah.
They call it the fast track.
The fast track, that's correct. It's
You
called
can
a fast
go as
track.
fast.
Yeah, for under $1,000, I got my business started. I had inventory, I had support, I had training, I had everything that I needed.
Warehousing.
I'm sorry?
Warehousing.
Warehousing, everything. So everything was taken care of for me. All I had to do was just simply go on out and share the products. And then, as in any good business, what do you look to do? You look to duplicate. You know, it doesn't matter whether it's an accounting firm, like I used to do accounting, whether it's a restaurant, a dry cleaner, so it doesn't matter. Any successful business, you want to duplicate it. But whenever you duplicate, you know, it's such a liability, it's such risk. You got to put out hundreds of thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars all over again. Well, what I saw was a way to duplicate myself without having to reinvest, but just investing in people, which is, you know, what I did when I had an opportunity to sit down with Nary. I just found a way to invest some time working with Nary, and then also, you know, invested some time in you. And so that investment of time has been able to pay me month after month, and it will continue to pay me, not only as we continue to work, but because you can will it down to your kids, you can will it down to your grandkids. It's a way to form a legacy business, if you will.
So
and so it's been very exciting. It's been an exciting 16 months.
It's a real business that we're talking
It is
about.
a real business.
It's not a fly-by-night, etc.
No. If anything, I share with people, you're going to invest more time. You're going to work harder at this than many of the other things you may have done in your life. Definitely harder. You're going to work harder than a job. But sometimes, you know, a job, it's a way where people get into something. And I always share, it's amazing how so many people die at 45, but don't get buried till they're 65. Because you get into this rut, you know, when you have a job. You go to work every day, you kind of make just enough to pay the bills. You never can go out and truly do the things that you want to do. So if you really want to do that, you need your own business. But again, how many people can afford to start their own business today? And the chances of succeeding, you know, 90% of small businesses fail in the first 3 to 5 years.
Well, especially in today's economy with all the
just open and close
problems that we have, how does this business fit in there?
Fast growth industries. And here's the key. Okay, when you take a look around today, okay, if money were not an issue and you had to start a most perfect business, what industries would we look at? We look for industries that have growth. So our company, we have 4 product lines, okay? They target 4 industries. One is health and nutrition. And all we have to do is just go to the local supermarket, go to the local warehouse store, and we'll find that whereas 10, 15 years ago, you could find maybe one row, you know, one little area where they had some of their supplements. Today, it's grown into a big part of the store. I mean, you have
2 or 3
stores,
aisles.
yeah, 2 or 3, sometimes even more. I mean, you've
competitions.
You actually have large stores now.
Just sell supplements.
That just sell
supplements.
I mean, and I'm talking about large warehouse stores, not just a little mom and pop, little tiny store. So one, health and nutrition. The second one has to do with weight management. You know, obesity is an epidemic today. Over 60% of the people are overweight. Over 30% are clinically obese. So, I mean, obesity leads into type 2 diabetes. It leads into any kind of, condition that's associated with oxidative stress or any of that, inflammation. And so weight management. And third, we focus on products that are good for the environment, for
healthy
the home.
Yeah.
So many people today, they have asthma, they've got all of these allergies. They don't associate it to all the chemicals that are in our cleaning solutions. And so, going green, it's another wave, right? So going green, you start at the home.
And that way we're not living in a chemical factory.
We're not living in a chemical factory, that's right. And fourth, with healthy beauty. When we go to the mall, if we go to any fine store, any fine store, Nary, you know very well.
Chanel's or Shiseido.
Yeah,
How much do you pay for that?
Normally $1,500 to $2,000 just to get
Yeah,
enough items for
And
2
the
months
Shaq-
or 3
and the-
months.
And the Shakti products, how much?
Well,
pay
I
for
spend
that?
less than $200. It lasts me 4 to 6 months.
Yeah, not only that, but without any chemicals. Again,
Yeah, it's all
perfectly,
pure.
all pure. Nothing
And it's
that
a
can,
guarantee. That's what I
Yeah.
love. It's like
nothing that can harm you. Nothing that can harm you. So when you put these 4 product categories together, if you go ahead and you add up the sales on a global basis, we're talking about over $1 trillion. That's how
industry.
big the market is.
The other thing that I like about these industries is these are products that people have to use
every day.
every single day. It's not a
Every
one-time
single day.
shot or occasional. It's an everyday thing. We're going to take a break right now, and we'll be back, and we'll talk a little bit more with you. But we're also going to bring along another guest, so
Okay.
that we'll add her as well.
Thanks.
Stick around.
So Carlos, continue tell us about your success story.
You bet. And I'm going to tell you about the products in just a moment, but we were talking about these 4 industries that when you put them together, they're over $1 trillion. I heard some statistics the other day, and when you tell someone, you've got 1 million seconds to live, 1 million seconds is equivalent to 12 days. So nobody wants to hear they've only got 1 million seconds to live. You tell someone you've got 1 billion seconds to live, they've got 32 years. So
Wow.
it's a lot better to hear that.
That's a lot better.
But if I told you you have 1 trillion seconds, that's
got
equivalent
more
to
to
30,
live.
yeah, that's 32,000 years almost.
Wow.
So when we talk
Dinosaur
about
ages.
so when you talk about $1 trillion industry, it just puts into perspective how big these industries are now.
I'm excited.
To me, it was very important that these products actually work. And so I started to take some of the products. I love coffee. I love coffee not because of how it pumps me up or gives me energy, but I love coffee because of the flavor. But I had noticed about 16 months ago I was needing more and more coffee all the time because I did feel that I was slumping from time to time. And with Shaklee and the products, I started to take one of the energy teas that we have. And it was
I
amazing.
love those teas.
They're phenomenal.
Wonderful.
The pomegranate
And the
flavored one.
natural,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
no aftertaste. It tastes so good.
But the energy that you get
Yeah,
from it, and then what I
amazing.
do is I take a couple of our B complex tablets, which are good for the heart,
Yeah.
also good for your nervous system. But when you combine the B complex along with the energy tea, I
Wow.
mean, forget any of the stuff
More
that you find at the
focus,
store.
huh?
Oh, you're focused,
Focus.
you're feeling good,
Mental alertness.
and you get rid of some of the hunger too. And so, I've always struggled with weight problem. All my life, I was the round little kid. Here comes
I
the
thought
round
I was
mound
the
of
only
carbs.
one.
You weren't the only one. I was always the fat little kid. I could run fast, but sometimes I rolled more than I ran. And so I was always the fat little kid, and so I've always struggled with weight. And my last driver's license picture.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that one?
You were like
Yeah.
amazing.
On there it says 208. 208
Wow.
was my goal weight. I was about 218.
You fill up the driver license picture with his face.
Thank you, Nary. Yeah, And so, anyways, I started to take some of the weight management products. You know, the meal replacement shakes.
Yeah, I love those too.
They're delicious. The coffee flavored one, because I
Yeah.
told you I love
Cafe latte,
The coffee latte.
strawberry and vanilla.
And
I love
chocolate.
them all.
The
Yeah,
chocolate's almost like a dessert. And so I
Yeah.
started to take those, and I got down all the way to 188 pounds.
Wow.
So, you know, about 30,
Congratulations.
thank you, about 30 pounds is what I
Wow.
lost. But the great thing about it was I wasn't losing any of my muscle,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes people lose fat, you know, and
They
they
lose
lose muscle at the
muscles.
same time.
Mm-hmm.
And with this, you keep your lean muscle,
Yeah.
you eliminate the fat, which also means now you're burning fat. faster.
Mm-hmm.
And you also feel like doing exercising.
And you feel,
because
yeah.
you got the muscle to do it.
Yeah, you know, it's amazing. Once you start to lose a little, your whole spirit goes up, your attitude gets better. And so, yes, you lose weight, but you start to feel a lot better. And so I did. And again, you know, I started to share some of the products with a few of the people that I knew. Nary called me up and
Don't
was
you
wondering what I was
glad?
doing. I'm real glad, because we partnered up. We
Mhm.
became business partners. And, you know, over the last few months since we partnered up, let's see, you've won a trip to the Mayan Riviera, right? So
I qualify for
you-
carbon, the 4 trips that I qualify for.
Wow.
Yeah.
And to the Mayan Riviera, let's see, you've got how many airline tickets? 4 airline tickets? is it?
Yes, for Mayan Rivera.
For
4
Ma-
airline tickets and 2 suite hotels.
And so
rooms,
all 2
all
suites,
paid by
all
Shockley.
the food paid for, all the activities paid for, and I believe you're also going on a safari, aren't
Yeah,
you?
Kenya.
You're going to Kenya.
This year.
That's
November
right.
27.
Yep. So
Yeah,
we're going
I'm
to Kenya
excited.
together. Of course.
Wow.
And let's say you've also been to our
New
home
director
office.
conference.
Yeah, so you
in
get to-
May, the
So
16th.
airline tickets,
Yeah,
hotel
for 2.
accommodations, and didn't you get to go like on a little cruise, of like
Cruise,
the San
yeah.
Francisco
We
Bay?
had dinner in the boat, cruising.
yacht,
and
Napa Valley.
Yeah, Napa Valley, wine tasting. You can drink all the different wines and foods and,
And let's see,
recognitions.
And next year, I believe you're well on your way to qualifying for that cruise to the Southern Caribbean, right?
And also to Europe.
To Europe somewhere.
Oh man,
that's
I'm
right.
so excited.
A couple more days and we get to go to Las Vegas too, don't we?
Yes.
So we're going to have a lot of fun. But, you know, when you talk to people, you know, most people are looking for a way to make an extra $1,000 to $5,000 a month. Someone who really wants to take things seriously. How can I go out and generate a 6-figure income? Most people can't do that, you know, if they don't have a higher education. But even today, I mean, when you look at all these students that are leaving, you know, the university, the college, the majority of them are going to be underemployed, you know. So they've got these great big school loans. They're going to be underemployed. And, you know, the opportunity to go ahead and travel, the opportunity to live where you want to live, drive what you want to drive. And I believe you're also getting a car bonus now, are you not?
Yes.
But you're also working towards that green Mercedes.
Yeah, the
that we
green
have, right?
Mercedes. I'm excited about the green Mercedes.
So what is it, an S400 hybrid, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so
It's also my income will increasing.
So
And
you're
more
making more money.
trips.
You got all these trips. You got these great car bonuses. Your health is a lot better. So when you really stop to think, if you had to just start a perfect business, and what would be the things that are important to you? I mean, we've got them
The
all
time,
covered.
the travels, the health, the money. So with Shockley, you have it all.
The best thing about this business for Nary is all she has to do is yap. Talk to people,
Share the products.
explain, because
little bit
they're
more in
asking her and they're asking me, what is it that you're doing? And then it's just really
Naturally
just
sharing the
explain.
products. Yeah.
You don't have to ever
And
ask them
that's
to
correct.
buy.
And,
They
you know,
asking you.
You never want to get into situations where
You have
know,
to
we're
ask
not
people,
doctors.
yeah.
We're not doctors. We're not scientists. All we are is we're just satisfied customers who've had results with the products that we take, because you've got a company that has 75 scientists working for it
In-house.
full time. You know, 75 in-house scientists. You've got all the clinical studies, you know, from major universities on our products. And so we don't have to become, you know, healers. We don't have to become doctors or scientists. Shockley already has all of that. All we have to do is just simply use the products, and based upon our own personal results. You know, not too long ago, my wife and I attended a graduation party. And, you know, I'm 47 years old, and, you know, I have to paint, you know, the gray hair so that I look a little bit older, right? No, but we had friends that we've known since high school that walked up to us, and, you know, they were losing all their hair. They had all the arthritis problems. They, you know, they just weren't moving around. And when they saw us, you know, my wife looks very young. You know,
Yeah,
some
she
people
looks
mistake her.
different now.
Yeah,
Amazing.
some people mistake my 18-year-old, you know, and my wife.
So
as
who's
being
the daughter?
sisters.
Who's the mom? I got
Just
that all
like
the
you.
time now with
Just
my
like
daughter.
you and your 19-year-old daughter.
No, she's 20, going to be
20.
21 January.
And they confuse you. Same thing with my wife. And so people ask, you know, have you guys found the fountain of youth? And my answer to that is, yes, we have found the fountain of youth.
Yeah.
And we just give out a few product samples here and there. And based upon that, you know, people come back to us. And then it's amazing how they'll, you know, they'll get the results and they'll refer others. And it's just a referral
It's
business.
Yes.
so much fun to see the kind of change that people have. Carlos, tell us, how does one get started
You
on
know,
the business?
it's very simple.
How
It's
much
very-
investment you have to put?
You know, first of all, to get started, you find someone who's already a part of Shackley. So you can't go to Shackley directly and sign up. What you want to do is you find someone that is
Willing to
already a part of
sponsor
it.
you, you mean?
Someone who's going to sponsor you. And, you know, I have a saying, you know, if people want to be successful, there's definitely a shortcut to success. The shortcut is you find someone successful and you model what they're doing. You know, if someone
partner up with them.
Yeah, if someone already has a strategy, just simply.
So I'm glad I found you.
I'm glad we did get to partner up. And so you find someone successful, you model their strategy, and you too can be successful. So number one, you find someone successful. Number two, just like in any business, there's going to be an investment of time, some money, and effort. So, you know, you do have to put some effort. There is going to be a learning curve, but you get to earn while you learn. So unlike when I was going to college, it was
You
costing
get
me
paid
money.
from teaching.
You get paid for teaching, and you get paid while you're learning. And so there is going to be an investment, and that investment can be anywhere from $49.95, which is hardly anything. The most that someone can start with is $750. And for that $750, you do receive over $1,250 in inventory. You have marketing
That's my
tools.
favorite part.
It
So
includes
you can
trainings.
actually, what you pay to be a part of Shackley with the $750, you
get more.
products than what you paid for.
You get more products than what you paid for. But here's the interesting part. If you go on out and you follow our success formula, the strategy that we have laid out, you can literally get your investment back in less than 10 days. I mean,
By
how many
bringing
businesses?
3 people.
By just finding 3 people just like yourself that, 1, want better health, 2, they want something more out of life because they're dissatisfied with their current situation, whether it be their health, whether it be their job, whether it be the amount of fun in their life, it doesn't matter. So you find 3 dissatisfied people who want something better, and with those 3, you basically get your investment back, and now you're on your way to success. You're on your way to the residual income. We have something called the Fast Track that allows someone to make up to $84,000 in personal bonuses. And when you're going through that, my goodness, you know, I've helped Nary. You recently just
Received
qualified for a
$25,000 in bonus.
So I get 50% of that.
I
So-
know. You get
so-
your 17,000, right?
Yeah, because
Are
we
you going to
made a
share
total of
some more?
34. I've already shared enough with you. I've already shared enough with you. So, you know, what you got is what you got.
Let's take a break here.
You bet.
It's been really exciting because I love
I'm
this
excited every
concept
time we
of
talk about bonuses.
not only helping someone, having fun doing it, partnering up with people that you like, because
You
I
end up
didn't know
spending
you,
time with
but
them for the rest of your life.
which is good because you get to spend vacations with
You know what I
them.
got from it? You like me, Peter Paul.
And we'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll introduce you to another guest. And stick around, enjoy. Welcome back. We've got another guest with us today, Edith Lozada, and she's going to share with us some of her story in this health, wealth, and happiness that she's found with this company. Welcome, Edith.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit how you got introduced by Shakleys and how many pounds did you lose, and when you used the product, losing weight, and you got so excited and you see the business opportunity and you want to make money. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. First one, the first time that you came to my house, it's just like I'm prepared customer. After a week, you come back again and talk to me about the opportunity that if I want to make money. So I'm interested. So I started that kit that $5.99.
And then you start to use more products and losing more weight.
After 2 weeks, I lost that 8 pounds.
Wow.
I'm really glad. And in the morning, I walk like less than 2 miles, 5 days a week.
And you're looking much healthier, younger, and have more energy.
I feel much better. My body is so light, you know.
You look a lot happier too.
Oh, yeah.
And I know you're a good cook and you love to cook.
Now,
And I like to eat, so
I
that
don't
works.
spend that much money to go to the grocery to buy some food. I don't have any more time to cook most of the food that since I'm using the Shaklee.
You feel full, more energy, so you don't need to eat as much as you used to.
No.
That's
no.
good. I'm glad.
Only lunchtime, I eat some of the meat and little bit of rice on lunchtime. But my breakfast and dinner, usually I use Shaklee.
It's
the
a shake, yeah.
and the
it's
bar.
really good, huh?
In between the energy tea.
Which
For
shake,
snacks.
which shake do you like best?
I like the chocolate.
Chocolate
and
shakes.
Yeah, chocolate
Me too.
And it tastes like desserts. That's what
and
I really
strawberry.
like.
I like to
Together.
mix.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's good to know.
When I go to church, I bring a little bit of shake. So in between, if I feel hungry a little bit, so I shake that and drink, and that's it.
That's really good.
Yeah.
And
So
you
I
look
don't
much
eat that
healthier.
much like before I eat. Before I eat and eat and eat, that's why my tummy is so
Getting
big
bigger and
before.
bigger.
And now I have only one fold left.
So you used to have like 2 big folds. Now it's only 1 fold left.
So I need about 5 or 8 pounds more to lose.
Oh, that's not
Then
too
you're
bad.
gonna look like me.
Yeah.
Then they'll be too beautiful when they get
Yes.
here. That's
Yeah,
great.
because some
good.
of my friends, they ask me what I'm doing, so I introduced the Shaklee.
That's good. See, you actually sign up some distributors and also some customers, and now you're on your way to success.
Yeah,
right?
with your help.
Thank you. I like to help, and you so motivated yourself too. And because of that, it makes me want to help you more and help other people that want to be healthier and want to make more money. So you will become a director this month, and congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm so excited, and we will continue to duplicate, whatever I'm doing, and you do the same. Teach you how to be a leader. Yeah.
I was impressed with what you said, that people are coming up to you and asking you, what is it that you're doing? So
Instead
I
of you
introduce the
asking them.
Shaklee.
do you find that that's easy then to talk about Shaklee?
Yeah, about Shaklee.
Yeah. At first you were skeptical, huh? You say, how do I make money out of this? It's too expensive. My friend can afford this.
Yeah,
And
some of
what
my
if I
friends.
don't lose weight? And I say, just don't worry about it. Take the product. The product is a guaranteed product. If you don't lose weight in 30 days, you can actually return the empty bottles back to the company and get 100% refund, right? That's what I told you.
Yeah, that's
what got you to trust me and try the products, and then after that she see the business opportunity, and then she joined the us for the business. And
That's why I
really
talked to
cool.
Nini also that she need to lose weight. That's why
now she is losing,
she's losing
how many
with
pounds?
5 pounds already
Yeah, wow.
within
Within
2
a
weeks.
week, 2 weeks now?
2
I
weeks,
think it's
yeah.
maybe a week and a half.
Also, Sinaida Bautista, within 1 week, she lost
2
2 pounds. But I don't think so, only 2 pounds, because she showed me her clothes is getting loose. Maybe
That's
more than
good.
that.
Yeah.
That's what I find. I mean, I had once couple of suits, and then I had
This
to
is
get
his second
new
suit, and
suits.
it's still too big for him. It's looked like he wears his grandpa's suits instead.
Yeah, because
And-
he's losing weight.
Yeah, every couple months we'll get him new suits, so that's very
So
good.
I will continue the product that
So
I
you-
don't need to gain weight anymore. I need to lose more a little
And
bit.
you find that it's easy to talk to people about it because they're asking you rather than you having to try to buttonhole them.
Yes,
Yeah.
naturally you get customer from sharing the products. That's why I tell most of my business partners that because they also always afraid to find customer. I tell them that you got to be your own billboard. If
And
you
you
the
need-
one,
You need to have a product to share with
yeah,
them.
to share with them. So sharing, it's really good, and you be the model of it.
Yeah.
Then it's easier for them to join you by seeing that you not just saying things, but you actually, do what you're saying.
Good thing
really
that
good.
if I have problem, I always call you, so you answer me, whatever
Yeah,
that
I'll
you
be
help
there
me.
to support you,
Uh-huh.
no matter what,
That's
where, when,
important.
how. I'm always there for you. I mean, 100% support. Because when you're not successful, I'm not going to be successful. So I'll make sure you're successful.
Thank you.
That's how I like.
And that's
And-
the fun part of this business is that your success allows you to help others succeed.
more
And when you help others succeed,
You
it
automatically,
improves your own position yourself, which is, again, a very unique
yeah,
situation.
focusing
you don't
on
have
other
the-
people.
Yeah.
If you have a regular job, and you
all
help
about me,
someone to
me,
do
right?
well, then you in competition, right?
Yep.
Well, it's been really great having you here.
Thank
we
you
really
for
enjoy
joining
it.
us.
Thank you.
This is the thing
You're
that's
welcome.
really wonderful about Shaklee is that it does bring good health to you. It does provide wealth, but because you're talking with people and you're being friends with them, and there is no push to try to convince them because they're asking you, you're not asking them, it adds to your happiness because you can see
To your
not
health.
only that you're getting better, but the people that
That
you
you
talk
introduced to, they
they're
better
getting happier and healthier.
and wealthier.
Especially the skincare. When I use that
this-
lotion for cleansing,
Uh-huh.
after that I use it, it's very soft, my skin.
Yeah.
So
Make
we're
your
going to
skin
have to have
softer.
you come back for that on our next segment. Well, thank you very much for joining us. We've had a great time in meeting Carlos and Edith and talking to them about their success. I want to reiterate that this is more than just a business. This is an opportunity to make a difference in people's lives. It's made a difference in our lives. It's made us happier because we've been healthier and we've gained some money out of it as well. You've certainly gained some money out of it. And that's really what life should be about, is the weight that I've lost is not the amount that's important, but the way that I feel and how
That's
happy
right,
I
yeah.
am, right? It's the change in
In
people's
people's
lives, to
lives
see them
that got you
come in
excited.
to you and say, I'm so excited. I mean, that was so wonderful about Edith when we went to meet her after a week or 2 weeks. She comes running up to us and says, and she looked so much better, man. I'm so excited. I've lost weight, and they're excited about what's going on in their lives, and it's
That's
always
very
wonderful
important.
like that, right?
Yeah.
Feel free to contact us. There's 2 ways of contacting us. You want to?
Yeah, my website is www.nary.myshaklee.com, or you can call toll-free number at 855-398-0888. Thank you.
Thank you. See you next time.
Stage setting has been provided by Accent Positives, as well as Fashion Furniture Rental.